In this video, I will be going over the steps used for mapping unknown applications in corporate data centers. If we look at the capacity plan object, we can see that we have information on more than 600 servers. On top of that, we can see that the client has provided information on 25 business applications. In this setting, we don't know anything about any of the other applications. We only have information about the servers. The following will show the steps for mapping each server to business application. We will go to Unknown Applications, which as we can see is empty. If I click on Identify, we will be able to see the unknown applications in this environment. The system splits all of the servers into logical groups, which are servers working together performing some business functions. If we take a look at this application, Unknown Application 137, we can see that there should be two objects shown inside of it. Here, we see that the modelizeIT system decided that these two servers are working together, one Windows and one Linux. These two likely form a business application or a group of connected business applications. We will be able to see what is happening here if we move over and create a diagram. At first, we will show the instances and objects, and then filter out infrastructure, network storage, and virtualization. Right now, we want to see the objects and dependencies that correspond to the business logic implemented on these two servers. The information displayed here, which we knew in advance, was that the client provided a list of subnetworks depicted by the usernet object. We would have also been able to see this if we had clicked on Business Applications from the home page. From the usernet, we can see that the users create connections to this Oracle WebLogic server, which is deployed on the Windows host. We can also see that this application is using an Oracle database on this Linux host. Now, we take a look at a diagram which includes network storage and virtualization. It shows that the servers have network shares and that users access information using the file shares. Both servers are virtualized on VMware hypervisors. There are also backup NFS shares on the Linux host. This host on the right, titled TPAF-SAN02, is shown with the dashed lines because the client hasn't actually collected the data. The system isn't populated with the data from this server. Still, we can see that it exists even though we do not have the data. We can now see what exactly is happening between the servers by not filtering out the infrastructure. We will be able to see everything. As shown, there is a lot more software running on these servers, as well as many more dependencies and connections, and even Java applications deployed on WebLogic that do not define the business logic of the application. We can go back and take a look at this simple diagram to see just how much information is available for us to view. Here, we see that the imaging Java application is deployed on WebLogic application server. We will refer back to this information once we get to the edit page. We have looked at this information and we know it is no longer an unknown application. Our next step is to edit this application by giving it a name. We will call it Imaging, based on the information which we identified in the application diagram. The environment will be labeled Production. If we save and return to the home screen, we will notice that the Business Applications object has been updated from 25 applications to 26 applications. Our newly created object is listed at the bottom of the page. We can repeat this process for the remaining unknown applications. We can go through them one by one, sometimes splitting those intertwined applications into multiple applications, and sometimes we might be merging them.